And so let me introduce you to what you're about to see. This is really difficult to give an introduction to because I never planned on doing this. This was just a harebrained idea that I thought of with one of my best friends, Heather. And here's why. Heather and I think we are hilarious, and we've been laughing behind the scene, backstage, and in hotels all over the world because we think we're so funny. And we thought, wow, what if we put this on a podcast? So, what you're about to see, I'm not going to apologize for, although some of you might want me to. This is, well, you're about to see episode 0 of this podcast. I have to tell you, Heather is one of the most amazing individuals I have ever met. She's a soul sister to me. And this sub-story to this podcast is unscripted. It's unwritten. There's just the most random stuff that we have found on garage sales and across the equivalent on the internet that we are bringing to you. Even I don't know what's going to happen. This is just who we are behind the scene. I hope you enjoy.
No, I'm being serious though. Like,
It did.
can you imagine a retreat like that where it's not all serious and
We should. The thing I have disliked about other retreats is there wasn't enough balance between like the heavy training and the fun. Mm-hmm. And the training was hardly ever fun. It was just intense, which was good and very necessary. But humor is such a necessary part of development.
well, and sometimes the fun, are we filming again?
Yes.
Okay. Sometimes the fun that's had, like, isn't necessarily my brand of fun. Like, I would much rather do something silly that makes people laugh than like, I don't know, like there.
You're allowed to have an opinion.
Well, like just some of the training that we've done together and stuff, like some of it's fun, but some of it I'm like, it just felt like, I don't know, it wasn't my brand. And
Yeah.
so like, I think like I'm,
I think the trainings where I'm like, this isn't helping.
it's not how I would, this isn't
And it's not that I'm being
actually-
resistant either.
Yeah,
It's just like,
it's just not my thing. But I think doing like how we do, like just what we do is definitely my thing. And I think there's more people like that.
I think so too. We need
Like-
to find them.
Yeah. See,
That's really creepy.
the whole thing, that doesn't make it creepy. This whole pillow is creepy. It shouldn't exist. It's only half of it. What's on the other side? Is it just plain
It's
black?
just black. These were used to be
I
all
don't
the
even
rage.
understand how this started. I still don't. Like,
Because you have a crush.
I don't
You
know where
do.
this happened.
You have all the paraphernalia.
No, I don't. You sent
do.
it to me.
Nevertheless, you have it.
I have some very obscene blankets at my house with Nicolas Cage on them, and my children like to cuddle, like snuggle up in them. I'm like,
I think
no.
you have an 8-foot tall representation of this very picture, don't you? Because it's on a blanket.
No,
Didn't I get you this one?
I don't know about 8 feet tall. Did you give me? I
I
don't.
got you a full
We've had multiple like
blanket
throws.
with this.
Oh, with like this stuff.
Yeah, it
on
was
it?
no. It's just this face
Oh,
on the blanket.
I
Like
have to
the
look.
whole
There's
blanket
so
is this
many.
face.
I've had to like, when you have Nicolas Cage and like in a banana, like, and my son is like curled up on the couch. I'm like, this is going. So I might
seems
have folded them.
inappropriate.
I might have folded them and put them in a closet.
You save them for your
future
guests?
use. Yes, for the guests. Just for special occasions or date nights.
I'm really sad that the mug is not.
Yeah, it
functional
wasn't
anymore.
dishwasher safe, and my kids don't pay attention to that. They don't pay attention to what should be washed and shouldn't be washed.
There should not be a dish that is not dishwasher
I
safe.
agree.
I'm sorry.
And clothing for kids should never be dry cleaned only.
Right?
Why?
Who has that?
It's ridiculous because they don't care. It just goes in the wash. And I've given up washing my kids' clothes. They have their own responsibilities with that. I'm not doing it for them.
No, I have rules for clothes. It has to travel, which means
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to iron it after I get there. Can't be like dry cleaning is duh. That's just
If
not
it's
okay.
dry clean and it's like used, I'll buy it anyway and like hand wash it and let it air, because I'm not going to take it to the dry cleaner.
No.
And it's not just about the money, it's the time. You have to go and do it and
Take it
pick
to
up
someone
and
else. I
deal
don't
with
even
it.
know what dry cleaning is.
Well, yeah,
What
and
is
it's
dry
all
cleaning?
chemicals too. So I'm like, we'll see. I won't.
What do they
Maybe-
use?
maybe
Is it just
like-
a steamer? How do you dry clean
It's
something?
chemicals.
Baby powder?
It's chemicals, and then I don't know. Actually, we should look it up.
I don't even know what it is.
I don't think it's necessarily healthy for you, because it's all I don't know.
I don't understand.
But I will do the hand wash setting in the I don't even hand wash it myself, and I'll let it dry. That I'm okay with.
I do lay things out to dry, like if
And
I don't want to
if it's like a
misshape it.
blazer or something that's like going to be over something, I'm
Right.
okay with that. Not for my kids, but for me. But like other than that,
No, doesn't work.
No.
In fact, most of my blazers now are machine wash and dry.
Yeah.
Because they're soft.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see this book. This is the moment.
So this-
We've been waiting for this moment.
So
I have
this-
to make sure we're still recording. Because
Yeah.
if we're not, this is going to be a travesty. Okay, good.
So this is something like it's one of my most prized treasures. And as I was bringing it today,
Frame up.
it's
It seems like you keep
true.
it with you.
It's not with me because this is the first time you've seen it. I do not carry this with me. It's too precious for that. It stays in a drawer. That will
Is it in
remain
the shadow
unnamed.
box?
No. So when I was bringing this today, I didn't know where it was, but Cameron found it.
And he's
so
like,
he's like,
you're
Heather,
going to Marianne's. You're going to...
He's like, this has to come home with you. She cannot keep this.
He's like so protective. What if she tries to keep
So
it, Heather?
So we went for a little we went to go visit a family friend in Cedar City, this past summer.
Uh-huh.
And because we were big avid yard sellers and estate sale goers, because we just like that kind of thing, we had to do
Find
it.
treasures like
Yeah,
this.
exactly. You never know what you're gonna. Anyway, so we went to this yard sale, and like there were these books and paintings and things, and Cameron's like flipping through books, and he sees this book called Secrets of the Ninja.
Wait, you have to show it. Like, bring this up here.
Secrets of the Ninja. And so he's like, oh, it's probably like a ninja novel. That's cool. So he starts flipping through it. And as he's flipping through it, he's like, oh, wait. This isn't a ninja novel.
It's not a novel.
This
it is a guidebook.
This is a how-to guide.
That's my favorite page.
A how-to guide on how to be a ninja. Figure 199. This is my favorite. Okay. Figure 199.
Look at this.
I hope I'm in frame here.
Wait.
And I'm going to read, can you... Okay, Marianne's going to demonstrate. All right.
I don't think they can see me, Heather.
Oh yeah, you're right. Because figure 199, in this way, you vanish completely in full view of the enemy. It teaches you how to vanish.
You cannot see me. I cannot see you.
It's mostly they can't see themselves anymore because
They can't see anything. There's palms in their
they're
eyes.
yeah. If you can't tell, like he's literally covering his eyes. But
Wait,
not.
who published this?
Yeah, we should give him a shout out.
We should.
You know, they're not sponsors.
There's
We're doing this because we love it.
look at the in cover art. Okay.
So
Continued on back flap.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Paladin Press in Boulder, Colorado. Book and jacket design by David Bjorkman and J.S. Ritchie. I want to meet you.
You know, yes, we do. We can have them on the podcast.
I would love to.
I do have questions though, and we might want to
I have
reconsider
lots
because
of
some of the
questions.
things.
I don't know if we'll ever see them.
That's true, because they can vanish. But
Oh my gosh, look at this picture.
so
He's just poking him in the eye and he's like, yoink.
yep. Well, so here's the thing. They also give you a step-by-step guide on how to kill somebody.
Oh my gosh.
And
this
I'm
guy's
like-
got a pot belly. How is
I
he?
feel like this
ninja?
is irresponsible.
Yeah.
And you know what? So we've been talking about this for a while. We've had this for about almost 6 months. Oh my gosh, why have we not done anything yet?
I don't know.
But-
Look at his face. He's like, where is he? I don't know.
But we need to practice. Like we need to train.
I think we do need to
And
train.
this should be part of our retreat. Do you see?
Yes.
Do you see how this is transformational?
Ninja.
They will come out. We should give them a ninja certification and everything.
We should. Oh my gosh.
But yeah. So the best part, one of my favorite parts, and you can be right there is a good example, is that this
yes.
book,
Wait, I want to find one with notes.
this book
this
has
is the
been studied.
Mm-hmm.
It
Notes
is-
have been taken.
It is marked. And I found that the person who studied this book was really intently interested in how to breathe.
I think,
Maybe
yeah.
they never learned how.
Well, clearly they got some level of
Well,
experience.
I would hope so, or maybe, I don't know, maybe there's some immortal thing
Breath
happening.
deep. Breath deep. I'm reading the notes of the person.
Breath deep.
Inhale 4 HB. Exhale 4 HB. No dex. Look, I don't know what that means, but there are notes taken
So
in this book.
I don't know how many.
And there's underlines.
Yeah, I don't know how many people's lives have been changed because of this book, but ours has.
Ours are, yes.
And you know, like, I don't know that I've ever spent $1 that was more meaningful in my entire life.
Not at this level of density.
It was one of the best investments I could have ever made. Like,
Squeezing, tilt to shudder, 9 heartbeats.
Do you count them?
Well, the notes.
I don't know. So what we're gonna have to do is I know for something
all
that's
these
so
triangles
meaningful to
mean?
me, I probably should have read more of it than I have.
There's more slow breath,
Yeah.
highlighting and underlining.
But what we're gonna have to do is find
He went through this book twice.
or maybe he just lost his highlighter.
I like to think that he went through it twice.
But we're gonna have to find something and learn it.
Yeah, I think we
step
should
by
teach
step.
this skill.
And then we're going to have to practice in front of people. Mm-hmm. Because until we do this in front of people, it's not actually real.
Okay, I think at least before we say goodbye to this book for today, I need to read the table of contents because the chapter names are here.
Okay.
First one, basic ninjutsu. Starts easy enough. Meditation for inner strength. This could quite possibly be my favorite chapter. The art of hiding.
The art of hiding.
Yes. Yes. The 9 steps, climbing devices. Remember the drain pipe?
Well, yeah. If you follow every step in this book, you will be able to climb drain pipes. Gutters. Like, it doesn't matter how much you weigh.
No.
Because gravity and the laws of
You can
physics,
exit
they
gravity.
they don't exist anymore because you're a ninja.
The positions of concealment. That sounds kinky, and it is on page 69. I'm just saying.
Nice. That's the thing.
Do you know the next section is
So is it
covert entry?
You couldn't have set that up any better. Covert entry. Oh, jeez.
Sentry removal? I don't know
What
if I'm
is
reading
it?
a ninja book or a sex book. Sentry removal?
What is century removal?
Sentry, like the people that stand guard.
Oh,
Remove the sentries so you have privacy.
okay.
This turned in a different direction. Attacking from ambush. It just got uncomfortable.
Yep.
And then the art of escaping.
I guess it has to withdraw. I hope my family's not watching this.
Nunchaku techniques.
What is it?
Nunchaku.
Oh.
Maybe that's nunchucks.
I think it's nunchucks.
That must be the long form of it. Mm-hmm. Fast drawing the sword. There's a whole chapter on that, and it's 11 pages long. The 9 ways of throwing.
Throwing what?
Well, it doesn't say. You have to read the chapter.
Okay.
Capture in passing.
So we should do a book club on this.
Do you think more of these exist? Leaving no trace. Do you think there's an audible version of this?
And we should make the
mission.
We should do the audio books, you and me.
Yeah. I couldn't
Free of
get
charge.
through it. I don't know if I could get through it.
The thing is,
Rex Kwon Do probably wrote this book.
it is like, it's serious. That's why this is so amusing. Like, it is not a joke. This is taking itself seriously.
Wait a second. I just realized something. If he was really invisible, how did the camera...
See him.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's my,
Is it just
you know
for
what,
people?
that's my critic coming out, like, where I feel like if I could give helpful feedback, it really should have been just a picture of nothing. And I would have made the book so much better. Can you imagine? They're just gone.
It's not even... I'm going to do it wrong just so you can see me, okay?
Can you imagine?
This looks like a baby Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's super over. Look, they're doing yoga together.
Oh, it's like the acro yoga.
Yeah.
that I always thought you could so well, and I wouldn't even attempt because I'd die.
You would do very well.
I don't think so.
I think you'd be fine. I think you'd do acro as well. You used to play super hot.
Maybe you can see. That is exactly why I am right. Super hot.
Did you know that if you close a door halfway,
It's only open halfway,
yeah,
and you can hide behind the door.
you could,
You can vanish.
yeah.
But do you have to be doing this? or can you just hide behind the door? You know what? Here's what I'm afraid
You
of.
better cover all your bases.
Is this like? I feel like we're gonna somehow find out, because when people watch this, they're gonna be like, "No, this is actually
this
like a
real.
religion,"
It's real.
and now we've mocked somebody's like religion. I hope not.
I have to see how many. This is the first print run.
First and only.
Probably. Copyright 1981.
Who thought this was a? I just want to know, like, don't you just want to know, like, how this came to print? Somebody had
You can
to
call them. There's a phone number.
We should do it.
We should call Paladin Press and be like,
Can you
"Did
explain this book?
you make a lot of money
We should like, well,
on this
have
print
like
run?"
some elaborate prank where somebody used the book to kill somebody or disappear. Maybe it's not that serious. It's to disappear. And now the child's gone or something, and we let them know that we're holding them responsible for a missing child.
That turned really dark really fast.
I'm trying to make it less dark, or maybe it's not a missing child. Maybe it's a missing. Maybe I say you disappeared. We were following your instructions, and she disappeared.
You called them in a panic. You called them. I can't find them. You used your book, and then she was gone, and I haven't seen her in 8 days. And I'm just in the corner like this.
Do you know? I think whenever you involve a third party or something like that, it's amazing. And like, I have one regret in a prank that I played in my life.
Oh,
I should tell you this prank.
wait! I have to double check and make sure we're still filming. It's going.
We'll move on to another story time.
Story time.
So growing up for St. Patrick's Day, my mom would always now I'm like a little horrified because she put food dye in the milk.
Oh,
and,
she
leave
didn't
little
know
footprints.
that.
No, I know.
dye
Now
was
I'm like,
bad for
oh
us.
gosh. Anyway, she'd color the milk green. It was cute. And make little like leprechaun prints and everything. So like the first
what?
year, I think it couldn't have been food dye. Maybe it was like in food that wouldn't stain. But I remember little footprints, but they never stained, and it couldn't have been actual food dye. I'll have to ask her. Anyway, just made like a cute little thing that leprechauns visited the house.
Yeah.
So we're married. I think it's our first St. Patrick's Day. Like, I don't know. It must have been our first one. And we were eating Cocoa Krispies for breakfast. Breakfast of Champions.
So I love it.
And I
I
go
feel like shameless plug.
Okay. And I
Not
go
sponsored by Cocoa Krispies.
But you're welcome.
We should just put products in here that are not sponsored. Not sponsoring us at all. Like,
Random.
this podcast is not sponsored by Flonase.
Flonase.
I have to show you this contraption. But tell your story first.
I used to call someone that worked for my company Flonase because her name was Flo, and I just did it behind her back. I hope she never sees this. I don't think she will. Anyway, side note. So you can't just have one bowl of Cocoa Krispies. You had to go back for another. And
No, because the milk ratio was never spot
yeah,
on.
right. So I went back into the kitchen and I'm like, St. Patrick's Day, this would be funny. So I color the milk green. And I put it back in. I just go back
A
out.
whole gallon?
Well, I think it was, not a whole
What
one.
was
It was
left
what
of the
was
milk.
left.
Okay. So everything in the milk container was green,
Yeah.
but it's only this much.
Yeah. And I go back, and we're in the living room watching TV or something, and I go back and I don't say anything. And then he gets up to do the same thing and he comes back. I thought, in my mind, I'm like, this is going to be, he hates this story, by the way. I'm going to get in trouble.
This is the best kind.
So I just think it's going to be like ha, that's funny. Oh, that's cute, whatever. And be done. Because I'm like, I just thought it would be funny for him to find.
It's
So
no big deal.
He walks out of the kitchen holding milk. He's like, Heather, the milk is green. And all of a sudden I'm like, oh.
Did you keep it together?
Oh yeah. No, this went far. He's like, the milk is green. I did not do this. I'm like, yeah, right, you didn't do it, whatever. And he's like, no, I swear I did not do this. I'm like, well, who did it?
And you're so good.
And
You
I'm
deserve
like,
an Oscar.
right? And I'm like, this is amazing. And so he's like, I don't know. And so now we start brainstorming what it could be. Like, well, that's weird. I'm not drinking it anymore. Like, what the heck? And he's like, well, maybe it's some kind of like
What?
time release promotion. This was his solution. And I'm like,
There's
how
some,
is that even gonna
time
happen?
release disc
Like,
in
and
there
putting
that
something like that in your milk, that's really weird. And so I'm like, so I know my mom would be in on it. So I call my mom and I'm just like, Mom, like, we're trying to figure this out. And she's kind of catching on and she plays along with it.
no way.
And she's like, yeah, that's weird. And he's just like, I don't know. And I'm sitting there, I'm just like, this is gold. This is amazing. I could not have
Is
planned
any
this
of this
better.
on film?
Oh no, it wasn't. It was too. We didn't have like phones on our cameras back then. Our cameras. We didn't. It's been a long time. We didn't. I know we didn't have that. It was little flip phones, and like you were texting with like pressing the numbers 13 times to get your letter. Anyway, so then I get him to call his mom because I'm like, this is just funny. I'm like, see, I don't know. Tell your mom about it.
What did you tell him? Like,
I don't
you should
remember.
call your mom.
I don't know why, but I managed to get him on the phone with his mom. And the first thing she says is like, are you sure it's not Heather? He's like, no, Mom.
He defended you? Oh my gosh. How did he not know better?
He to this day, he is so like, this is why I'm probably going to get in trouble. He's like, I don't know why I could be this gullible. He's like, I do not have an explanation. It doesn't make any sense, but yet it happened.
Heather,
So,
the milk is green. If I dyed
You know what?
any drink green, would it be funny?
yes, you need to bring this. Like, yeah, next time we hang out, like do something
It's just green milk.
and you bring it up or.
I'm just going to serve him green milk.
Yeah. Just keep it.
Yeah.
Don't say anything.
I'm going to bring out cookies
And
and,
that's
green
how.
milk.
And that's how I'll bring up
Well,
that it
you
made
guys
it on the
over
podcast.
for St. Patrick's Day.
That's coming up.
It is. Would it be too obvious then, though?
Let's film it.
Yeah.
No, we have to do this.
Oh, yeah.
So
Now we
so
have
it
a
gets,
tradition.
It gets better.
But we can't actually drink it because food coloring is bad for you.
No, so it's got to. I'm trying to think. Like, I don't know. Milk's cheap. We'll just get like a little pint of it. Anyway, okay. So, what we should do? Never mind. I'm going off too far.
No, I want to know. Your prank
I'm
brain
like,
is a
can
beautiful
Can
thing.
we somehow like color it and get it sealed back up so he doesn't know it, and you just like serve him milk and we're all drinking like he has to do. I don't know, something, and then it comes out green and it's like,
I
what
wonder
is
if
that?
there's a
Maybe
way,
it's time release.
like some magician's trick to make the milk come out white for us and green, for him.
I don't know. We have time to research it.
There's got to be a way. I know a magician, actually.
Ask him.
Yeah.
Oh wait, is it the one I know you know?
I don't know. Probably not.
Oh, not through that event.
No.
From Forever. Okay.
No. I did an event where the event venue's son was a magician.
Oh, okay.
He's the guy that got to shake his foot and tie
I
his
can't
shoe.
remember the name of the magician it was from the event that we did with Grant. Remember?
Oh,
What was his
yeah.
name?
Gosh. Oh, gosh. There was a. Did I date him?
I think you did. I love it. But we missed, we wasn't recording the whole thing where we talked about that.
My dating mistakes. He wasn't a mistake. He just was not ready to take on 5 kids.
No.
And he was a sweet guy.
Most guys I don't think would be.
No.
That's why you found.
Where I found one that not
exactly.
only did a great job of it, but wanted to. And he's perfect. Stuart?
Maybe. That sounds really right.
I don't think he was he might have been a magician.
did
I think
some
he was
kind of
more
magic
he was like a positive prankster. Maybe
he do
he
magic
did.
tricks. He did do magic
he
tricks. He did it
did.
on stage.
Yeah.
That was the event where Tori Spelling randomly showed up.
Oh yeah, and I ate cheese balls with Tori Spelling on
and
stage.
we did a video of
Yeah.
us eating the what did we? They were nitrogen.
Yeah,
and
cheese
we had
balls.
coming out of our
dragon.
nose. We
Yep.
actually have a video of you and I doing that.
We need to exhume that. Where is that?
I think it's on Facebook because it shows up every year
I don't have it on
as a
mine.
memory. I
You
must
need to
have
pull
tagged
this
you.
up.
When was the event? We'll have to figure out when it was, then we can go and look.
It must have been like 2018.
But you and I, were eating cheese balls and having like
With Tori
smoke
spelling.
coming. Not with, no, I wasn't there with Tori. You might have done that on stage with
I
her.
did get up on stage with Tori.
You and I did that in the back.
Yeah.
But
That's also the event where we went hot tub hopping.
was it?
Yes.
Huh. I might have been.
Because we went to...
In my blouse. No, that wasn't my blouse.
It was. You wore your blouse. I remember you were sitting in the Provo Rec Center hot tub and you were like...
No, that was you and I.
This
that was
swimming
not that
suit
event.
fit like this shirt.
We just hung out that night. That was not after the event. We went to hotels that event.
We did, but it was the same hotel.
Yeah, but the Provo Rec Center was a whole different night where I wore my blouse again for you.
Yeah. It fit like this. I'll never forget.
You can't buy bathing suits here during the winter, and mine was old, and I had lost weight, and it was just like extra apparent.
But you,
It was like
you were
it was like-
prepared.
it became like a dress.
It was. It was like, I
Stop.
keep doing this to it because it was just like that. Except it was wet. We're sitting there until the Provo Rec Center closes. The whole place smells like pee because it's right next to the kiddie pool. And we're just like, I think we're not done with the hot tub. And so then we went back to the Marriott where the
No, that was you're
volleyball
mixing
team-
events. You were mixing events.
We went to the hot tub both
That
times.
not at the rec center,
Yeah, we went to the hot tub at the rec center.
but that was a different time.
Well, it probably wasn't the Tori Spelling event, but
No,
we went to
no,
the Marriott.
but
for
it
the hot
wasn't
tub,
attached
too.
to an event. We just hung out that night. and
No,
we went
it
the
was
Provo Rec
attached to an
Center.
event. That's why we were at the Marriott.
Yes, at the Marriott.
Remember Summer let
But
us
the rec
in?
center was a different time completely.
But it was the same night.
Because I
Not with
remember
Tori.
you asking, and I had gone home, and I was like, "Do I want to go back out?" It wasn't an event.
How did I have a picture with you
Actually
and me
remember
and
that.
Summer in the
Yes.
lobby of the Marriott because she let us in to the
That
Marriott
was after
because
the event.
But it was an event. It wasn't the Tori Spelling event.
Well, it was an event. I don't remember which
Yeah.
event, but the Provo Rec Center experience was not attached to that one.
Yes,
was
it
separate.
was.
No, they
Because that's why
weren't.
we drove around. Why else would we
Because we went to different hotels. It wasn't the rec
Then
center.
where else did we go? Because we went to the Marriott Hotel and then where?
There was another hotel.
I swear it was a Provo Rec because it was just down the
I
street.
remember walking down like what was it, Center Street in the wet bathing
in our
suit.
towels and it was like
It was
freezing
cold.
outside.
Yeah,
Hence the hot
it
tubs.
wasn't. No,
It was the
it was
same
a
night.
totally different night.
Then why were we outside wet in swimming suits if we didn't
Because
go?
we had hotel hopped. I mean, there was another hotel. I just don't remember where.
How did we get into the hot tub of that hotel?
Someone let us in.
Who?
And I think that wasn't the sports team that was up at the Zermatt in a whole different experience.
No, I remember we were up at the Marriott Hotel and some men's volleyball team was there crashing the hot tub the night that you and I were
Maybe
there.
that was it.
And I remember being very single. I'm like, these are not my crowd that I want to be dating anyway, but what's going to happen?
And they were not into me with my blouse.
They weren't into me either. And summer was taken, so.
Good times. Anyway, back to the green milk.
Yes, the St. Patrick's Day milk.
So we went through the whole thing, and then finally, I'm like, "This is creepy."
Is that a Horcrux?
What?
What, your ring?
I got it in Sedona.
Oh, it's very
It's
nice.
glass. It's a glass bead,
It looks like a Horcrux.
like from Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Anyway, green milk.
So so finally, I'm like, "This is creepy. I don't feel comfortable with this. Like, you got to call the grocery store and ask."
No.
And this is where my biggest
I don't
regret.
feel comfortable with
this,
this.
this is where my biggest regret occurs because
Your biggest regret of your marriage or your life or of St. Patrick's Day?
St. Patrick's Day.
Okay.
So he's on. I get him to. It's a fine. So the phone is ringing, and then I'm like, I can't do this to him, and I tell him before they answer. If I could go back and rewind time, I totally would have.
Why
let him.
would you let? Oh man, why did you?
I don't know
tell
what,
him?
because I felt bad. I was like, okay, I can't take this
Why?
far. Because I didn't want to embarrass him, and we were like newly married. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
now, oh my
Let
gosh, if
that
I could
fly.
go back, I tell him this. I'm like, if I could just go back, I would totally. And of course, he's glad, but like we bring it up every now and then, and he's absolutely like, I cannot believe it. I was so gullible. I have no explanation for this. I'm like, I don't know either, because he's not stupid.
No, he's not.
It's not like he's like dense.
But he's probably like newly married as well, assuming that.
I think it just like took him by surprise.
Yeah.
And he just wrote it off. Like he wasn't suspecting me. And I don't think I
knows
like
better
let
now.
him in on like pranking at all yet. Like I don't think we had done that. I don't really prank him ever. That was like the best one. I like to prank other people.
You can prank without pranking. That is one of my favorite
So
gifts of yours.
I've learned to manifest that pranks happen. And the best part is, see, I like pranks. I don't like mean pranks where it's meant to like no one knows who
No, if
did
it
it.
destroys property or if it,
Well,
you know,
but also like if they don't know it was you and you don't laugh together at the end, it's not fun.
it's not funny. Yeah.
Like I don't want it to be like, I don't know who did it, and like it's just irritating. It's meant to be funny and bonding.
Yes.
And connective.
It's generous giving.
That's my gift to the world.
It really
and
is.
And so like at work I've like started a thing, and because now I'm not even like, it used to be just me that was the mastermind, and now like people will do pranks, and it's just one particular individual that's really fun to prank. Might be the boss,
The owner.
the owner.
The reactions are so good, though.
I know. And
I
so
think this person knows that it's a gesture of love.
oh, we've talked about it.
Yes.
I've said like, if you don't like this and want me to stop, like in a serious, like he's like no, like
It's funny.
it's fun.
Yeah.
And maybe it's gone too far sometimes, but he likes it.
Yeah. That's
And
what makes
so-
it funny. It's just
exactly.
you got to find the edge of too far
Exactly. Even when you break into their bedroom
and leave
and put things on walls and,
behind.
yeah. Anyway, so, but now
He has no
like people will,
privacy.
like I've walked backstage at an event where someone had done like, they put something up as a little prank, and I'm like, who did that? It wasn't me. And then he still looks at me like, I know it's you. I'm like, and I love it because I'm like, I now get credit. I get the laugh. I don't have to do anything.
You don't
It's
do anything.
amazing.
No time, energy, or
It's
never.
amazing. It's like I've learned how to manifest. Like,
So I have a question. So how prepared are you for a prank at any given moment? Like, do you have supplies on you?
No. But I'm very resourceful.
You are.
So like, even if I don't have the money to pull it off, like I actually got like a budget approval for. So do you remember? We might have taken a unfortunate photo. Like,
It's not incriminating, but it's not flattering.
no,
either.
and it's funny.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's up publicly now for anybody to see,
Oh
like
my gosh.
in the building, is hilarious to me. But
Is it in the building now?
it's framed in the event center. The T-shirt.
Oh
Have you
yes,
seen it?
yes. At the event center, I've seen that.
Not
yes.
the poster. You have one of the posters.
It's in one of these drawers,
and we
actually.
still retain one of the posters.
Yeah.
It needs to come back at some point.
Yeah.
But it's just we digitally altered a photo that was already kind of.
And not bad. It was like extra sparkles and pictures and flower petals and
I feel like we talked about this last time.
maybe.
But regardless, so we ended up putting this huge poster of him like above the bed, and we
Crooked,
put like
of course.
crooked because he's got a little bit of OCD, and it was attached with like painter's tape.
Yeah, it was like really awful. Same thing happened in my room, right over
I had
there.
nothing to do with it, but you called and asked me if it was me. See what I mean?
I swear I talked about this last time, but this person, two people dressed as a rooster in inflatable costume, a rooster and a unicorn, came to my house, put that
While
poster
she's
up
gone.
while I was gone. I'm on the plane on the way back, and I get Nest notifications from my home cameras saying that this person's in the door. I'm like, what the hell? And there's confetti all over my room. There's video of them jumping on my bed, like,
And like googly eyes.
oh, there's
all over
googly
the
eyes
house.
everywhere.
Yeah, that was amazing. Actually,
I'm still finding pom-poms in the pants of my clothes
that's awesome.
and pockets of my pants hanging up in my closet. Shows how often I wear them.
But they're still there.
We just found one like a couple weeks ago.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And googly eyes still.
Googly eyes we found Olive, but I can't get them down.
Oh.
Like, so I have vaulted ceilings, and there's googly above my bathtub
On
in my bathroom.
they're just watching.
There's googly eyes staring at me, and they're on
How
the
did we
can
get
light. So
him
it looks
up
like
there?
because I'm 5'2" and he's
Oh.
6'3".
So
So,
you just need someone who's taller. You know what? I'll help you out.
will
while I'm
hoist
here.
me.
Gosh, I'll hoist you. But my favorite one was you sent me a video, and it was like you had to look just right through the glass doors where they were positioned just so that when you looked at this angle, they like lined up
With
directly.
the deer.
I'm like, that is creative.
It was really great.
But so I'm resourceful in that, like, when I have an idea that's bigger than what I can just like do on my own or what I'm willing to fund on my own, I get budget approvals, and what ended up happening was
corporate budget approval.
corporate money, and like the CEO's buy-in. And so we did all this. We decorated the room. We put some photos up, framed photos of certain people that he would not want in his room, like by the bathtub. And then we paid homage to other pranks. One he had so he's on stage a lot, and like his voice will get tired, and so he has tea every to help with throat. And so,
temperature prepared tea.
Yes, and so I just enrolled the person in charge to maybe swap out the tea with soy sauce. So we had soy sauce chilling on the bedside table. Anyway,
in like a bucket with ice.
With ice. And then he had been we had spiked his water before on stage.
With
peppermint essential oils.
Yeah.
That wasn't me. He still blames me. It seriously wasn't me. I did stand by and watch it happen and appreciated it, but that was not me.
I don't remember who it was. That was the same.
It was Kira.
Was it Kira?
It was Kira, and then Donna at dinner did it again. Well, because he was doing a prayer for the food, and his eyes were closed, she just shakes it in, and he had it happen again. It was amazing. Anyway, so there's homage. We paid tribute to the previous pranks and then he thought it was over, but we have a debrief of these events that comes the week or two after, and so he walks in the room, and we had made t-shirts for everybody.
Everyone was wearing the t-shirt. I had one
with the poster image.
So right before I left, that t-shirt was hanging in my office because I didn't know what to do with it.
What'd you do with it?
I gave it to someone who no longer works there anymore. So now there's this random t-shirt floating around.
I still have one that's incredibly too big. I don't know what to do with it, but it's just it can't get rid of it necessarily because somehow it's got to come back.
You have to keep one.
But when you are driven and you know what you want, resources come to you. I wish I could know exactly how to do this hack in every aspect of my life.
It's just manifesting.
I know it is, but then there's things that are harder to manifest because you've got all the crap that you're having to deal with.
You need to make it fun.
I know.
I think that's the key. It has to be just as fun to manifest.
Because man, I have really cracked the code with this. It just comes now. I don't have to do anything. It happens. And he wants it to happen. Enables me to do it. And keeps threatening to do it back, and he won't.
No,
I'm just saying.
No, it never will happen.
If he
the drive just isn't
this.
there.
I know. Which is
the
helpful.
idea is it's heartfelt.
I would like. Yeah.
It's just not a priority.
He did somewhat do it while we were in Guatemala.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because we were playing with the
Play
AI
Day. Yeah.
Play Day, and he made some interesting pictures of me.
Playday doesn't need any help making interesting pictures.
No,
by
but
the way.
his prompts were fascinating.
Wow.
Yeah. I was doing things to some oversized rodents that there's
because your Playday always makes you sit on
things,
the animal,
and so it's a rodent, and I'm sitting on top of it. Yeah, there's some interesting pictures. I turned him into
I saw the princess one,
but I made him into oh my gosh, his name is gone. What's the finance guy he hates?
Oh no,
what's his name?
I can't say that. I don't know.
No, well, it's not like he's going to be personally offended. What's the guy?
The finance guy? Oh, Dave Ramsey.
Yes, Dave Ramsey.
I thought you meant internal.
No. I don't. Someone's going to see this and think that there's he hates one of our finance people. That is not true.
That's what I thought you were referring.
No. Why would I ask you that?
I don't know.
Okay, no, Dave Ramsey.
Yes.
He's not a fan of Dave Ramsey.
Well, I don't know why. I actually really like a lot of what Dave Ramsey put out there.
Dave Ramsey is got a certain audience that needs him to stop reckless spending and get under control.
Yeah.
But he's not going to help you grow, and that's why.
Oh, but he's grown. See, I have the opposite perspective because I started digesting some of Dave Ramsey's stuff. And one of the best things that he did is he has a podcast too. And speaking of helping people grow, so he transitioned himself out of his podcast and turned it over to other people who he had helped grow. And so he changed it from the Dave Ramsey Show to the Ramsey Show, and he turned over the host to someone else to let them grow. And
That's cool.
He's like, I was kind of offended because the viewership went up when I left. And he was like,
Well, you know, it's because I think that's inspiring, actually, that you're not just like, there's opportunity. It
creates
opens up the
opportunity.
door. Like, when people think, like, I can't be like that, I'll never be like that, and all of a sudden someone's showing them, like, no, you can.
yeah, and helping them on the path. Like, anyway, so I'm actually a fan
I
of what he
haven't
produces.
studied Dave Ramsey at all, really. Like, I think there's probably a lot of really good things that can come from it, but I think that's the reason why
And
he
you're
does
right.
not like him.
Everybody's not for everybody.
It's just the way that he encourages you to. It's just different philosophies.
Yeah.
But he'll be public about his dislike.
very
So that's
public.
why I went ahead and just turned him into Dave Ramsey with AI. And so he's all bald. And it's great.
Be your
It's
least
great.
favorite person.
So. Yeah.
Okay, so what's for our next episode we want to do?
Ninja. Well, I kind of want to do the ninja thing when it's more comfortable
gotta
to be
do the
outside
spring
because
and
it's
ninja
cold
thing.
and.
I know
No,
what
we-
we're doing. Art.
Oh, we already have all the supplies.
Yes, we have all the supplies. They're over in my other office.
Marianne found a really great tutorial and sent it to me, and I watched more of it than I care to.
You
Like,
can't stop.
and I can't get those hours. I can't get those minutes back.
Oh, I don't know if you rewatched it, but I remember getting Marcos from you for a really long period of time. I was like, wow, she's watching the whole thing.
Well, I didn't know if I was getting to something better. I was like, is there like a joke? Is there a punchline? That's what I was looking for. No, there isn't. But we're gonna teach y'all how to paint.
I think we're gonna have a Better Than Bob Ross night together.
So get your paint. Get your gear.
Get your gear. So for the next episode, here's what you need. You need something to paint on, and you need
Like a canvas or paper.
yeah. I mean, it could be a piece of paper if you wanted.
Your wall if you.
You could go crazy,
But don't
and just-
blame us if you do.
Please don't. We're not responsible for anything, and shall be held harmless henceforth.
Yes.
So you need paints, a paintbrush, and something to paint on. Really, that's it.
Yeah. And maybe
We
a
will be
smock.
providing more, but
Yeah, we'll have our uniforms.
we're still come prepared. It's gonna be good.
Are we gonna do it here?
Why not?
I'm just afraid of getting paint on your floor.
Oh, we'll do it in the living room. It's hardwood.
Okay,
Yeah.
that works. It'll be fun.
Yes.
We've
Yes.
actually been ready for this for months now.
We have. I have the supplies.
I bought them before October, I think.
Wow.
It's been that long.
Okay, we'll get better. I promise. Yep. Okay, that's it for today. Hope you laughed today.
We did. That's
We
all that
did.
matters.
We did. This may not
This
go
is
anywhere.
for us, not them.
It really is. And for Nick.
And for Nikki, who I don't even care about, but somehow I seriously need a real answer from you.
What?
Where did this come from?
This
Nicolas
specific.
Cage.
I hope you like this episode. I hope you love this series. In fact, if you don't, that's okay, because we loved making it, and working with Heather is one of the highlights of every single week that we get to record. So, and all of your time on stage and everything that you do, whether it's with your family, whether it's with your business, whether it's with your philanthropy, whether it's just getting ready in the morning, remember to have fun and find that person in your world. What? This was just on the floor of the office. It's got dog hair on it. And I don't know what else, but find a person in your world. And I hope it's like someone really close to you. Like, have these moments with your spouse, but find this person in your world who you can call upon. And you know that whenever you get together, some hilarity will ensue. Remember to like and subscribe. I'm looking forward to reading the comments on this one. We'll see you in the next episode.